1, 2, 3.
Welcome.
Yeah, where's Tamee?
Let's get on with
Let's
the show.
do it. Let's go.
Welcome to the show, everyone.
Sorry. Literally, as the show started, I'm sorry. Sometimes right before the show starts, we make an announcement.
Yeah, we have an audience, clearly,
and that
today.
announcement is,
Yes.
turn your phones off.
Turn your phones off.
And unfortunately today, as the show started, did we forget to make the announcement?
Not everyone listens to
Not
us,
everyone listens.
Clearly.
We must have forgot. It must have been our fault.
Yes,
All right,
it was definitely our fault.
I was. There was an expletive thrown at me earlier this afternoon, saying, blank you for telling me to turn my phone off. And then immediately, as the show started, I don't mean to keep going on about this, but I don't like expletives thrown at me.
There's someone in the room.
Nailed it.
Anyway, welcome to the show,
Yes,
everyone.
we've
Welcome to
done
Nick's
it.
Cocktail Hour.
Yeah.
It is that time of the week again where we get a little crazy.
Crazy.
Right?
Bonkers today.
Especially this weekend.
Whew.
I mean, so many things have happened last week, but let's talk about this weekend.
Let's talk about this weekend.
Super Bowl.
The Superbowl.
Just around the corner. We've got Valentine's Day next week. But Baccarat died. Our Martini Rossi,
I'm sorry.
love. I mean,
What?
so much has happened. You know what I mean?
my gosh,
we have to talk.
Tamee.
We have to talk about that just for a second.
Talk about Burt Bacharach?
Yes,
we
just give a
have
little
to.
love. I mean, it was 94, so we had a good run.
He did.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It was Martini Rossi. Kept him going. You know what I mean?
right.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Anyway, Super Bowl Sunday is around the corner.
That's right.
And of course, we, like last year, we're
Yeah.
going to do some bets again.
We are, of course.
Also want to say hello to everyone who's in the chat with us today. We have Grant here. Grant's actually live.
He's right here?
Live with us with his beautiful fiancée. They're both in the studio as well today.
Wife.
Oh, they got
Certainly
married.
they're married, yeah,
Oh,
certainly
they got
they're married, yeah,
Oh,
certainly they're married.
congrats.
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick.
Grant got married.
That was a quick
So,
engagement.
I mean,
Well
honestly,
done.
Burt Bacharach died and Grant got married? It's crazy.
Locked that down. Good for you. See? We also have Dixie in the house. We've got Danny here. We've got Paul. We have Mila. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. If I didn't mention your name, which I probably have, Kilovamp's here, of course,
Yeah.
as well. Feet or not feet. Calvin. Carlton is in the house. Doug
Calvin's
is,
here?
Yes.
Hey, Calvin.
Yes. And
Calvin.
Doug's here as well. I say... Oh, and of course, yes. Laura and Jeremy. We all know Dean. Dean, this is your cousin and cousin's husband.
Cousin-in-law.
Cousin-in-law,
Yeah.
right? Welcome to the show. See, we do actually have a live audience here today. Yeah, oh, and George is in the house as well.
Oh, George.
And Matt Daddy's here as well. There you go. I say, let's get to some of the bets.
Yeah.
We were not so bad last year with the bets. We were kind of close-ish.
I was wrong in every single bet.
You were?
I did not get a single bet right
Oh, I
last
thought you
year.
got at least
I got 0.
Okay.
It was hilarious. I was hilariously bad.
Okay.
You
Yes. Well.
were out of your
Well,
mind. Yeah.
American football connoisseur.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Anybody that loves American football calls it American football.
Yes,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think that's important.
Let's get to the first bets.
Yeah.
Gronk.
Gronk.
will be kicking a field goal.
I've heard about this, yeah.
I heard about it too.
Yeah.
And the question was, is he going to make it or not?
Yeah.
What do you say?
So I am, I'm not a fan
I don't know your personal opinion. Is he going to make it or not?
I'm not a fan of Gronk's professional career, but I do think the guy, he's just played on all the wrong teams, I think. But I do think Gronk, as a person, seems at least motivated and interesting.
Yes.
So I say Gronk makes the field goal. I say Gronk makes the field goal.
I say he makes it too. Because, I mean, apart from, being a commentator a little bit on shows and stuff, he's got some time on his hands.
He does have, yeah.
And he's not going to want to go down as being someone at the Super Bowl.
That's right.
That doesn't make it. So I said yes as well.
Yeah.
So we actually are both equal on that.
Yep.
And then the second one is team to score first.
I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be tough to stop Philly on their first drive.
Okay.
I say Philly scores first. I say Philly scores first, absolutely, yeah.
And I say the Chiefs.
Okay. Well,
All right.
Well, we really have. I
Well.
mean, this is like the Hatfields and McCoys. How are we ever going to get
Exciting.
along?
How
We'll never get
exciting.
along. Tammy,
I
you and
know,
I with
well,
our differing opinions.
I know you're an Arizona fan. It is actually taking place in Arizona
That
in
is
the
true.
Cardinals arena.
Yep.
but you do know what Arizona Cardinals fans do after they win the Super Bowl.
We wake up from a dream.
You turn off your PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly, because we've never done it.
Because you've never won.
Thanks, Tamee. That is Shiv.
Anyway,
yeah.
Let's go to drink number 1.
Okay, so of course Philly is in the Super Bowl, and it's going to be hard to not make some drinks from Philly.
Yeah.
Philly, of course, is right in that area where all great cocktails come from, or a lot of great cocktails come from the Northeast. But we are instead going to be making some Philly drinks today that actually come from Southern California.
Okay.
There's a guy named Rob McElhenney, and he has a great show, and it is called Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yep.
He is a huge Philly fan.
Yes, and his wife, Caitlin Olsen, and Glenn Howerton, and Charlie Day.
That's right.
That's the gang.
That's the gang.
And of course, Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Big time.
Big time.
Big time.
Huge.
And so I figured today, if we're going to be making drinks for Philadelphia, we might as well make it for one of their native sons. And so we're going to start off by making something called Fight Punch. Or sorry, Fight Milk. It's called
Fight Milk.
Fight Milk, yes.
Fight Milk.
So Fight Milk, of course, is from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I believe their recipe is milk, eggs, and...
Crow's eggs.
Crow's eggs, yes. A bird lawyer over here.
That's the whole thing about it. It's because it's protein.
Right, protein.
It's a protein drink.
Yes. So we're actually not going to be making their version of it. We're going to be making, I know, listen.
You got no crow's eggs?
Hang on for a second, because we are going to get deep into...
Fight Milk.
We are going to get deep into some Always Sunny.
4 bodyguards, buy bodyguards.
That's right. That's it. So we're instead going to be making something that I have sort of adapted from Fight Milk, and this is going to be called the Philly Flip.
Okay.
But it is going to be very much a Fight Milk. So you're going to be making this one. So go ahead and get this going.
Okay.
We're going to be starting off over here with Old Overholt. You ever heard of Old Overholt?
Yes, yes.
Yes, so Old Overholt is an amazing rye whiskey that actually started in Pennsylvania. It was actually, it began its life in Pennsylvania when Prohibition hit. They stopped it, so they had to shut down the whole factory. They moved it.
Though?
They didn't, in fact. Yeah. They didn't. They just moved it down to Kentucky, where they were able to sell this medicinally.
Of course.
So sort of like, you know. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I
got back pain.
Yeah, I need some. I need some Philly whiskey. So
yeah, that's how it was a long time with marijuana.
This is Old Overholt, and this is a lot of bartenders that I know. This is their very favorite shot to take. It's cheap, but has all of that like good rye spice, and it's lovely and all that stuff. So we're gonna be putting in 1.5 ounces of that.
Okay.
Sorry, 1.25 ounces of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Just. It's Fight Milk, so don't really, you know.
Well, it doesn't really, I mean, who cares?
Eyeball most of it, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That seemed low.
Oh, well.
1.25 ounces.
Oh, well, I was going to do it to the brim.
Oh, okay. There you go.
How's
That seems good.
Right?
Way better.
Okay.
We're also, Tamee, going to be putting in some of this guy. This is Tawny Port. This doesn't seem like a real situation that most Super Bowlians will get into.
Brand
but
new.
It is brand new.
That is, it's like finding a unicorn in our bar.
It still has, when it came in, it still had that lock on it.
They didn't take that because Dean stole it.
I wasn't going to say it. We're going to go ahead and put in 3/4 of an ounce of some of this delicious Tawny Port. It is a type of wine. It is fortified. It has some sugar added to it. Very sweet, very thick, very lovely, and certainly willing to start a fight. Tawny Port is.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It'll start a fight right now.
Okay.
You think it won't?
Well, that's the thing. You get the power of the crows with Fight Milk. You do.
Tamee knows.
Yeah.
That is heavy cream. That is the milk portion that we're going to be putting in here.
All right.
Go ahead and put in 3/4 of an ounce of some of our very heavy cream. Oh,
this is very heavy.
That is extra heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
This really looks delicious.
Anytime you throw milk into a cocktail at the very first part, it's going to look gross. It's going to look a little grosser here in just a second. But first, let's put in just a little bit of the simple syrup. Okay. We're only going to be putting in 1/4 ounce of the simple syrup.
Just like...
Yeah, I would say just like, you know. Lovely, perfect, nailed it. Right. So simple syrup, of course, we don't need a ton of simple syrup in here because the Tawny Port is actually doing a lot
of the sweet, right?
Yeah, it's doing a lot of like the sweet heavy lifting.
Yeah.
In that, my grandmother.
Sweet but frisky.
My grandmother Marguerite used to drink bottles of Tawny Port whenever she came to our house, but she would drink them in little bits, and she would call them little memory makers. And so in my house, we will always say, if you want just a little bit more alcohol, we say just a little memory maker.
Little memory maker.
Memory maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
She died flying a plane. That's an egg, Tammy. We've seen eggs before.
Yes.
What we want in that egg is not going to be the yolk. Or, sorry, not going to be the white. It's just going to be the yolk. We don't want. So we want all of that protein in here. Yeah, just find a. Yeah, right there.
I'll just take that. Okay.
So get that white out, and we're just putting in
the yolk.
The yolk. So we just want the yellow. We don't want any of the white. Oh yeah, look at that.
That's different.
It is different, yeah. It's a flip, and flips, for the most part, flips deal with yolk. As opposed to the white. Some flips can have the full egg, but a flip has to have the yolk in it to be called a flip. Now get it out of there.
I don't want that. I don't want that. Nobody needs this.
Dean says cut it.
Well,
nope, just. We got some time. There we go.
There we go. We're not live, are we?
Oh yeah, nailed it. Yeah, can we cut that part out?
Okay, I need a
towel.
Yeah, do we have anything?
Nope. Oh, I got one right here.
Okay.
Yeah, hit it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we're gonna do since we have egg in here, we're gonna do dry shake, wet shake.
Okay.
So grab your dry shaker there. Give that a big, nice dry shake first. Remembering that, of course, if you aren't using any ice, you're not gonna get any contraction on that metal, so there is going to be some milk and egg that's about to fly out. So yeah, so just point it at me, I guess. Maybe just take this guy right here and just right. Yeah, there you go.
Is that what you're supposed to do though when this happens?
I mean, sometimes.
Or does it work better with the tins? No.
It works better. Yeah, either way. So just.
Still gonna point it at you though.
Yeah, no, of course. That's. We've been doing this show for like 3 years. I get that. I know how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big shake, lovely. You feel that yolk in there anymore?
No.
No, great. Convincing. And then we're gonna
flip it back into the glass though, right?
No, don't worry. No? So hand me that glass.
Oh.
Hand me this, and then we're just gonna put a couple pieces of ice in here so that you have some water to shake now with.
Okay. This again, just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah, this. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, point right at me. Yeah. So basically, what we're doing here. Now we're going to be adding water into this cocktail.
I flipped it. You can come back.
I understand. Yeah, I just it's my nice black shirt. Yeah. So we just want to give this a big shake. We want to, of course, get bubbles building up in there. The yolk is going to help build a meringue.
I can feel the ice breaking too.
Yeah, and the ice is breaking in there. We're just we're adding water to it. We're giving it a little bit more volume, a little bit more. Let's say ness.
Yeah.
There. Lovely.
Flipperoo?
Flipperoo. Maybe flip the backaroo. Yeah, there you go. I just crack it open there. Yeah. Yeah, lovely. You are going to pour this into one of these. I did break one of these last week. It was.
You did.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
I hated every second of it.
And it wasn't the martini glass you hate. It was
I
actually
wasn't.
a glass you liked.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. You only break the glasses that you like. Go ahead and pour that guy in.
Okay.
And here we have that. Look at that. That is some Philly Fight Punch. Some fight milk. Keep wanting to call it a punch.
It's fight milk.
It's not a punch, it's a milk.
Yes.
We do, I don't know if he's in here, Rich Whiffen, hates nutmeg, so hopefully Rich will just close his eyes. We just want to put a little bit of nutmeg on top of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, and look at that.
I mean.
Currently, we have in front of Tammy some fight milk. This is the Philly Flip. It has that old Overholt, so changing it from a New York flip to a Philly flip, and that is that. Taste your wares. What do you think?
I wanted to put a garnish on here.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, please.
Garnish in here. I just need I need a lime. I know the lime doesn't really belong in here.
It certainly doesn't. Yeah.
I just need something to stick my garnish in.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna cut. this is we're back to the small limes. I take it.
Yeah. Lime season apparently lasted
season,
1 week here.
1
so,
week.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. So we're going to cut this into a quarter.
Okay.
And then I brought something because, of course, Charlie and Mac.
Yeah.
The characters from Always Sunny.
Yeah.
They did bring out their fight milk.
Yeah.
And this is actually the logo. Maybe I'll do it like this so Ray can see. This is the logo from their fight milk.
Sure.
And so we need this.
Yeah.
Obviously as a garnish.
Obviously.
On the drink. So let's stick this on here.
Oh, yeah, maybe give that a cut. There we go.
There we go. Do that like that. Is that going to stay?
And now we have...
Probably not. Here we go.
There we go.
There we go. Oh,
that's going back, yeah.
Oh.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. There we go.
We rehearsed this whole thing.
Oh, of course. Here we go. But I made it. Don't you want to try it?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do want to try it.
Okay. Well, here you go. Fight milk.
Fight milk. Fight milk.
Yeah.
Cheers. Go birds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come on. That
is
good? That is really good.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Little fight milk.
Yeah, give that fight milk a taste. See if you want to fight.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't want to fight.
Yeah, see if you want to fight real quick.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
Fight milk.
Yeah. Fight milk's good.
Get you fighting.
Love some fight milk.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. All day.
Yum. Yum first drink. Ooh.
Nailed it.
So that was the Philly action here.
That was Philly.
Love it.
And now we're going to move back into the Chiefs territory.
David Strickland says, we call that garnish a real eye poker.
Yes.
That is correct.
That is a real eye poker.
Yes.
Yeah.
More cows is in the house. Cheers. Cheers to you
cows.
for tuning in. Thank you so much.
Yep.
What else do we have in here? Kevin's in the house as well. Samantha's here. All right, I say let's get to drink number 2.
Drink number 2 comes from the 1990s. You heard of it? It's a whole decade.
Barely. I was I was a toddler.
Yeah, just a toddler.
Yes.
Tamee was. We are going to be making a cocktail now called the Kansas City Horse Feather.
Okay.
A lot of the history of the mule is a very interesting one. I don't have a lot of time to get into the history of the mule, but the mule really might have been where the cocktail, the word cocktail even comes from, is a mule. So basically, if you shove ginger into the rear end of a horse or a mule that is sickly, it will cock its tail up. And so when you add ginger to a cocktail, or usually ginger beer or some sort of ginger, you suddenly have yourself a mule.
Yeah.
Mule
are always one of my favorites.
Mules are great.
Always.
So we're going to be making a cocktail created in Kansas City called the Kansas City Horse Feather.
Well, horse feathers also, I mean, there's two things what horse feathers really are, where the definition of the horse feathers even comes from. Horse feathers, back in the 1920s, was kind of like saying bullshit. Right? They said, that's horse feathers. Right, and that's how the horse shit came along, and then it went to bullshit. So
we were so cute in the 1920s. Like we were the cutest, just like
scallywag,
as a species, we were just so cute. This is bee's knees. Like that's the cutest thing you can say.
Yeah.
Go ahead and grab a. I feel like all of our glasses have been stolen at this point. A low ball. Can we just pour that? Yeah, let's just pour that out.
Sure.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
repurposing.
Repurposing.
We're repurposing that one real quick. Yeah, that's a live show. So we're going to be basically building what the Kansas City folk, or at least most of Missouri, calls their mule. You know, there's a Kentucky mule, there's a Jalisco mule, Moscow mule, all those things. So this is their horse feather. Let's get into it. We're going to start off over here with...
Oh, wow. There we go.
Oh, great.
Got a spare now.
We got a spare now. That was super important and definitely necessary. We're going to go ahead and grab our whiskey here.
Yep. Good old Woodford Reserve.
Good old Woodford Reserve, and we're going to be putting in 2 full ounces of that. So hit that with 2 ounces of some Delish whisk. Hit it right up to the top. Yeah, love that. Okay. We are then going to be putting in some ginger beer.
Okay. Has to.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of what it is.
Accidentally bought ginger ale once because I just read ginger and I was like, oh yeah, that's it. And that definitely does not work.
Do you know the difference between ginger ale and ginger beer?
I knew it once.
Yeah. So ginger ale is they make the ginger syrup and then they add carbonation. whereas ginger beer gets the carbonation from actually making the ginger. You put the yeast on the ginger, and it goes through. So actually, even though they say ginger ale or ginger beer has no alcohol in it, it has negligible amounts of it. Like it has.
It's horse feathers.
Yes, it's horse feathers.
It's horse feathers.
It's a bunch of palooka, I believe is the term. So we have that there. Actually, let's put in just a few dashes of Angostura Bitters. First, yeah, because we're gonna fill that up to the at the last second. What do you think?
All good things are 3.
All good things are 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it. We're gonna put a squeeze of lime in there.
Still, and we just. Okay.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Reed's.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
What?
Just squeeze it. Oh, okay. It just says,
this is like how you make a mule at home.
This is how you make it, exactly.
Real.
Listen, Missouri is not known for their cosmopolitan cocktails.
Yeah.
They are,
Measuring?
Come on. Get out of here. We're going to put a little bit of ice in there. There we go. Yeah. And then you are going to, Tamee, you're just going to fill that up with some ginger beer.
Okie dokie.
There we go. Look at those bubbles. Give that a stir because ginger beer will float to the top.
Yeah.
If given the opportunity. There we go. And why not put a little bit of a lime garnish on here.
Which is good because I have another garnish.
Oh, good. For this?
I brought another one along, yeah. I just made something up.
Well, I
did need that because I need to stab this in. Now. It doesn't matter. I'll put this on here again. So what I actually did was I have at home these little fake orchids that back in the day I used to use for tiki drinks.
Sure.
Right? So, and I thought horse feathers is also the term for when the horses have those hairs at the bottom of their feet, their legs. If you brush them all out, they look like feathers, and that's actually what horse feathers are, right? So I thought I will take these fake little orchids in the color of the Kansas City Chiefs.
I love it.
Right? And then I'll just take this guy off. And what I did was I actually just put them all on here, but then I snipped the leaves, right? To make them a bit feathery.
Took your time with it.
I did.
Love it.
Well, you've got to take your time.
Got to take your time,
Got to take your time with the garnishes.
That's right.
Right? Then you just do that, and then you pop that on there. And then you have your little Kansas City...
I love that.
Horse feathers. Yeah, if you Google horse feathers...
there we go.
The feathers of the...
Well done. Honestly, Tamee. A little quick bow if you wouldn't mind. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Should we just end it right here?
Come again.
Come on, yeah.
I'll pass it off to you so you can give that a taste.
Oh, lovely. Yes, of course. And while I'm tasting this, do you want to announce what our next two things are?
So the next two bets that we had were...
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so remember the last thing was team to score first. Now we have team to score last.
Right.
What do you say?
I think it's going to be really hard to stop Philly from scoring last. Okay. So I'm going Philly. The Philadelphia Eagles are also going to score last. And if I can put a little caveat, I think it's going to be a touchdown.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Philly scores last, and this is not part of it, but I think Philly scores last, and it's a touchdown.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I said Chiefs.
Yeah.
So that's interesting that we, picked a couple different things
here. Two very different tribes right now.
It's a 50-50, thing here, basically.
Really is, yeah.
And then we have who's going to be the leader at halftime.
Tamee, I think it's going to be really hard to stop Philly from leading at halftime. So I'm going to say Philly leads at halftime. I think it's going to be almost impossible to stop Philly from leading at halftime.
Well,
so I'm saying Philly.
That is what I said too.
Okay, well, there we go.
That was exactly what I said.
Well, we're back to being friends then.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, good. Phew!
So, then, anyone saying anything interesting in the chat?
No.
No?
Are they ever? Nah, just kidding, guys. No.
Oh, no, Doug says, Lulu wants to know about Tammy's hat. Is there a special hole for your ponytail? Yes, there is.
Is there a special hole?
Absolutely.
Oh, give us a twirl.
There is actually two. There's one at the back if you want your ponytail lower, and then there's one specially at the top, because this is for golf, basically, or tennis.
Yeah.
Because I'm an avid of both player. And yes, absolutely. Yes, there is. Well,
this is our football show.
I know.
So just a little fashion thrown in there, a razzle dazzle.
These are important little things.
Little halftime show.
I give my audience what they want.
I love it.
Okay,
nailed it.
All right, drink number 3. Wow, no.
It's a big sigh.
Wait, I didn't taste this.
Oh yeah, give that a taste.
Okay.
So.
Why is this a sigh?
Well, you ever sold out? Yeah? No? Okay.
Sorry,
either way, so...
Did I ever sell out?
Have you ever sold out?
Oh, okay.
I'm about to sell out. So, there's a trend out in the world right now called a Borg. You ever heard of a Borg?
No.
Yes. So we are... Okay, good. So Tamee knows what a Borg is.
Yes, I do.
So we are going to be making a Borg today.
This has nothing to do with cyborgs.
It has nothing to do with cyborgs.
Might turn into one after.
In fact, Borg is an acronym or an acrostic. I don't know which one it is, but it's acronym. It is it's a blackout rage gallon.
Yep.
Borg. It's what the kids are drinking these days, and you know, as a kid, I was a pretty good drinker, I think. Yeah. But the kids are drinking this. Yeah. They feel like it is perfect for hangovers. It's great for football. Yeah. Tailgating. Yeah. So basically, we're gonna take this. Yeah. This is a gallon of water. We're gonna get rid of about half of the water. We're gonna fill up the rest of it with some vodka, and then we're gonna flavor it with electrolytes and some, just some flavoring. So
coloring.
Yeah, let's just see if we can't get rid of a lot of this water. One second.
I don't. Okay, nobody. Okay, well. There are no restroom breaks while we do that. I mean, there can be. But anyway, yes, B.O.R.G.s. That came around. I mean, if it's the kids not doing their scissors and their flossing dances and whatnot, we come up with the B.O.R.G.s. But with the people could die from drinking too much water.
I think we're pretty good there.
This one's gonna be all yours.
I just don't want to have a hangover, So
sure.
So basically, what I've done is I've hydrated myself now.
Yeah.
Feeling very hydrated.
I doubt the kids do that though. They pour it out, and
I've seen a lot of them pour it out.
Yeah. Well.
Listen.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point.
I have some wisdom on them. So we're gonna take this.
Geez.
This is vodka of the gods.
Trader Joe's. Love Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Find it at your local Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
$10.99. Don't do this drink though.
Very, very cheap.
Don't waste it on that.
But we're then just gonna take this vodka. We're gonna make a vodka water.
Yeah, sounds delicious. And I'm a vodka fan. And this
You are a vodka fan.
This is just atrocious. This is trying to make drinking better, and it's just not.
That is kind of what our show is. Our show is trying to make drinking better.
We do make drinking better.
I don't want to.
We don't make it worse. So you're right. You did sell out.
I do. If the kids are watching right now, since this is the kids segment,
true.
If you have one of these,
we are live on TikTok right now. So for all the kids
TikTok,
right now,
you can just take these off.
Oh,
so
just
get that out of there. There we go.
We're probably going viral right now because they're making the Borg.
We're most likely going viral right now.
Yeah, making the Borg. That's what they're saying.
We're just gonna go ahead and pour in this vodka right here.
Hashtag drink responsibly, everybody, please. We are not trying to show anyone how to...
Hashtag Borg.
Hashtag Borg.
Now what we do, Tamee, of course we have vodka and water in here, and this will be our drink. The good news about the Borg is, of course, you can put a little top on it, and it has a little handle so you can carry it with you anywhere, okay?
Well, it's a great trick, too, because people think, oh, you got a gallon of water, you can bring it anywhere, and you're like, ha!
They used to be able to think that, but now we're going to flavor it. So I do have some of this. This is Crystal Light right here. And this is Mio and another Mio. Okay. Now this Mio, this orange Mio, Tamee, I don't know if you know this, has vitamin B3, B6.
No, I can't do B3.
And B12.
Can't do B3.
What's wrong with B3?
It's niacin. I don't want it.
Oh, well.
I'll get in a rash. Well, you're drinking this anyway.
I'm drinking it.
I'm allergic to B3.
So I wanted to find a way to sort of make a strawberry margarita. Or like a Borgarita. So I have this orange tangerine Mio. We're just going to go ahead and just pour that in there, right there. Yeah, we're just going to give it that nice orange flavor right there. We are then going to pour in this strawberry lemonade. Oh, yes. See, look at that.
Wow, yeah.
That just looks really great.
Just put that one in.
And then, of course, we're going to be putting in some berry pomegranate.
Also nice,
right there.
Yep.
Yeah, and so now we have this in here. We're just going to give this a little shakeroo. Right there. Of course, I don't even think I've explained why this comes from Philly.
You have not.
This was.
Well, does it need an explanation? To be
so
totally honest,
in Always Philly, and It's Always
real.
Sunny in Philadelphia, they of course do drink grain alcohol with blue Gatorade in it.
Yes.
So
well, they do also. There was an episode where they quarantined themselves because they thought they were getting ill.
Right.
But it was literally, and they started actually drinking bleach because they just wanted to kill themselves.
Sure. Would you rather do that?
They started getting better.
Oh.
And the thing was, is that Charlie actually hid alcohol in the bleach containers. They only had, they were having withdrawal symptoms because they weren't drinking. That's why they felt really bad. See? Always sunny. Always sunny. Crowd pleaser.
So the fun thing about Borg.s is you get to come up with your own name for your Borg. So like Justin B. Borg is a famous one. There's a bunch of different things. I'm gonna go with Go Borg.s.
Yeah.
Because the Philly cheer is Go Birds.
Yes.
So this is Go Borg.s.
Yeah.
That's the name of my.
Borgs fly Borgs.
Borgs fly Borgs.
Yeah.
Might have been better.
Another one.
But I've already started writing. That's so fine. There we go.
Samantha asked, could you take this to Disneyland? Absolutely.
There we go. We have the Go Borg.s.
Yes.
This is our Borg that we have in front of us. If you are doing this correctly, and again, I do not recommend you ever do anything like this.
How would you do this wrong?
Dean asked me to come up with 4 drinks. I had 3, and I had to find 1 more. So
Love it.
we have, this is our Borg that we are doing. It is a lot of water, so as we're drinking, we're hydrating.
Sure.
It has B3, B12, and B6 in there. It has some flavor.
Well, it's got those electrolytes. It's like the movie, what's it called? Idiocracy?
Yes.
You need your electrolytes.
You have to have, Camacho, President Camacho.
Yes. You need your electrolytes. Cheers on that.
Spectacular. It really is good. No. I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah. No.
So,
that's
I'll just get home with this, I guess,
That's definitely yours.
No ice.
I'm not having any of that.
So basically, so Tamee, what we'll do is we'll sit on the street corner like this and we'll just drink our Borg.
No,
and
you gotta be
Borg.s.
tailgating. You gotta be like, you know, don't you grill up your burgers and stuff beforehand and whatnot and
something like that.
Isn't that for tailgating and stuff?
It's for a
I mean,
lot
you're not gonna.
of
Where do you bring this to?
It really is just for life. I think.
For life, you just bring. Okay.
Just for life. So go Borg.s. Go Borg.s.
No, I think that may have won the worst thing you've ever brought to the show.
Yep.
That award goes to that, I would say.
Thank you. Go on.
The award.
Go on.
There's always got to be one really terrible thing that comes to the show, and after a few years now, this is it.
Yep.
Who knew?
We've done it.
You know, but we just might be too old. This is the news. What are they? What's the newest thing? The Gen Zs or whatever.
The Gen Zs.
They're
Alpha, I believe, is the new one.
Oh wow.
The Alphas.
The Alphas, like they're the first. Okay. All right.
I think that's probably.
That just makes me angry.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to. We'll do the next one that we have here. Of course.
Yeah.
The total number of touchdowns.
Yeah.
Total number of touchdowns.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think the over/under is gonna be 7.5. I'm gonna take the under.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say
So
7
and a field goal.
I'm gonna say 7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
second
7. I'm gonna
attempt,
say
or what
7
is
and a
it?
field goal.
7
Probably
and
is
a
what
field
the
goal.
the thing's gonna be.
Okay.
What do you think?
8. So
8.
We're pretty close.
So you're taking over.
I'm taking over.
Okay. So.
But it's still. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
There's still a field goal for me in there, so it's 8.5 really.
Yeah. So basically.
I went by just full touchdowns.
You're taking over 7.5. I'm taking under 7.5 for the field or for the touchdowns. Yeah. I think it's going to be pretty hard to stop Philly from scoring more than 7. I don't know how that one's going to go. All right.
I do. I mean, let's. Kansas City has won. They've been 3 times now, and they've won 2 out of 3.
Sure.
And the Eagles have been twice and won once.
Right.
So we have Chiefs won twice, Eagles won once.
Yeah.
Maybe we should let Philly win.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is that what you're saying? You're saying Philly's going to win?
Well, that's the next one. Who's going to win?
I think it's going to be pretty hard to stop Philly from winning. So I'm going to go Philly.
I actually did go with Philly as well because I do think Mahomes.
Unstoppable. Yeah.
You know, he's still got his ankle issues.
Yeah.
So I think that'll play out. They'll flare up.
Yeah. His American football ankle issues.
Yeah, his American
really
football
tough
ankle.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the last 2 games it was a little iffy.
A little iffy.
A little iffy there. So we don't know. Might flare up.
Okay.
A little bit.
Sure.
So yeah, I also go with Philly though as well.
Philly. Okay. So 2 Phillies.
2 fillies.
Yeah.
Drink number 4.
Okay, so now we're going to be making a drink from one of your favorite bartenders. One of your very favorite bartenders. No. No, definitely not me. This is much older than I.
Yes.
This is a guy named Tom Bollock.
Oh, that guy?
Yes, you always laugh at Tom Bollock. So, Tom Bollock, of course, the first African-American bartender to ever publish a book. He was he was cited in a court case with Teddy Roosevelt. There's some libel issue. The end result was that his juleps were so good, Teddy Roosevelt said he'd only had half of one of Tom Bollock's juleps, and then, of course, the court came back and said nobody's ever only had half of one of these cocktails. So, is it true? Is that a true story? We don't know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who has half a julep?
Who has half one of Tom Bollock's juleps? And of course, so the mint julep, one of the famous juleps. There are other juleps. There are other juleps. We're gonna be making an overall julep, and this is coming.
The overall?
I don't know exactly.
Or is it the overall?
I believe it's the Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it overall? Like overalls?
Yeah.
You know, we have overall here, we have flowers. Yeah. Or is it the, I'm going to go ride my tractor thing, overalls?
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
The Farmer John overalls.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I don't think it's the overalls julep. I think it's the overall.
Oh, the other way around.
Yeah, I think it's not this.
Gotcha.
It's this.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we know now.
See?
So this is the overall julep. This is the St. Louis style julep. We're going to be making just a little bit of crushed ice here. So we have our this is called a Louis bag.
Yeah. Do we know who Louis is again?
We don't.
We don't know who Louis is?
I'm sure somebody does. I don't know.
Oh, okay. We need to find out who Louis is.
We're going to give this a crack, so I don't know if we want to do something with the mics, or here we go.
No, everyone loves this. Okay.
Oh, God, my Borg.
There we go. Don't want to drop that Borg.
Can't drop the Borg. You know how much vodka's in there? All of it.
Wow! I mean, that Borg's kicking in with all those vitamins and electrolytes, huh? We have Bonbon in the house. Welcome to the show. And anyone else who is tuned in with us on TikTok, on Twitch, on Instagram, on Facebook, please hop on over to youtube.com/mixcocktailhour so you can join us in the chat as well and come and say hello.
Okay. So we have our glass all set up for juleps, just in general.
Okay, so
you really want to have.
It doesn't need to be in a frozen.
It does not.
How in the silver.
It is not a. This is not a silver.
The serviette wrap of the napkin, what you call it here, wrapped around.
That is
thing.
just the mint julep.
Okay.
So now we're going to start to build really kind of a fun drink, a pretty boozy drink, as it turns out. We're going to grab some of this now. This is Def Leppard's gin.
Oh, no, I haven't tried that yet.
You don't need to have Def Leppard's gin.
Yes.
Just any rock band gin, I think, will
okay.
work. But just really any gin is all we're looking for.
Yeah.
We need 1.5 ounces of some gin right in here. We also need some whiskey. This is Kentucky Best whiskey.
Oh, all right.
Had not heard of it until today.
Well, it's the best.
Yes, it is Kentucky Best.
Yeah.
Not Kentucky's Best.
Oh.
Just Kentucky Best. You need 1.5 ounces of that.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. I don't know.
So you get this lovely, I mean, like everybody just wants to drink this color. It's everybody's favorite color.
I thought you hated pea-colored drinks.
I was just joking.
Oh.
Absolutely, yeah. You don't want to drink
You got me.
anything. Yeah.
You got me.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Next thing, Tammy, we have some Grenadine here. We finally got rid of that old Grenadine we had here. I have my own Grenadine. It's just equal parts pomegranate juice and sugar.
Yep.
We need 3/4 of an ounce of some Grenadine here. We also need some lime and some lemon.
All right.
We need 1/2 ounce of lime and 3/4 ounce of some lemon there. Do you have that squeezy? Oh, here it is right here.
No, I squeeze it with my hand, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The strength of the crows.
A lot's gone on since then. Yeah, so I forgot about it. We're going to grab this. We're going to go ahead and put in 3/4 of an ounce of some lemon juice. Right there. And we want to put in 1/2 ounce of some lime juice. Tom, our man, was a big fan of mixing his citrus.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Tom seemed like a really good guy.
Yeah.
Like a really, he's like a good storyteller. Just a general, just like a nice, like a bartender's bartender. You know, like everybody knew.
What year are we talking that he did this?
Like 1913.
Oh, that early?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Like way early. Way
wow,
early.
Okay.
He put out a great cocktail book. First, like I said, first African American to ever put out a cocktail book. He called it, and this is awesome, The Ideal Bartender. Which I think is like, you're gonna name you're gonna put out a book and be like, we're calling this
Very
The
humble.
Ideal Bartender.
Yes.
Good for Tom.
Guy.
We're gonna give this a big shake.
Okay.
There we go. We have our cracked ice in here. We want to grab that right here and just pour this straight through. Yeah. And we want to add just a touch of club soda. Right there, right on top. Let's add a little bit of a stir. Top with just a little bit more of our juice.
Yeah, love that.
Grab a lime, we'll give it a twist. When we twist anything, we want to keep it as close to the glass as we can. We want all of those oils coming off the lime to get close to our cocktail.
The spritzers?
Yeah, like the little spritzies. I'm just going to put this right here. There's too much ice in there to really shove it down, so I'm going to grab that. And right there. This, coming out of Missouri, which is, I believe, where Kansas City comes out of. I don't know which side of the.
I don't know. You're American.
I don't know which side of Kansas City they are. They the Kansas side or the Missouri side?
I don't know.
Doesn't
I mean,
matter.
rumor has it American.
They're the Missouri side. So this is coming out of St. Louis. This is coming out of St. Louis. This is the overall julep by one of history's great bartenders, a man named Tom Bollock.
Yes.
Have at it.
Tom Bollock, this is for you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
I mean, the ideal bartender.
The ideal bartender.
This could be the ideal julep.
Yeah, I think so. I think it gets in there real, it's certainly one of the top juleps.
Maybe that's why I called it overall then, because like from all of them, this is the best one. I mean, I love myself a mint julep.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Right.
You know, especially the one that you make.
Right. Thank you.
Brilliant. But I've got to say, Tomboy's got some.
Tommy's got some legs, baby.
Tommy's got some legs.
He died broken alone.
He did.
Almost every bartender dies broken alone. That's a very sad thing about bartenders is we die broke and we die alone.
You drinking your Borg?
No. The Borg is for driving. This is right here. No, this is the rest of the overall julep.
Overall julep. Okay. We have to come to our last bet.
Oh yeah, what's our last bet? Oh yeah.
The last bet is the final score.
Yeah.
And if by some miracle we have a tie break, whoever's closest to the winning score will win.
Right.
What do you think the final score? We already know, we both said Philly's going to win.
Right.
What do you think the final score will be?
I think it's going to be hard to stop Philly from scoring 31 points, and I think it's going to be hard to stop the Chiefs from scoring 24 points. So I'm saying Philly 31, Chiefs are going to be 24, and that is, I feel like that, you can take that right to the bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I did get this right.
You did.
Last year,
Pretty
when
amazing.
it was Rams, who were they playing? The Rams and someone?
Wasn't the Cardinals, so I don't. I
true.
stopped watching the moment the Cardinals aren't in it.
Bengals, that's right. And I actually got the score right, so hopefully, come Sunday, I'll get this one right too. Funny enough, and we didn't discuss our bets before the show.
Right.
I also picked 31
Yeah.
for Philly.
It's good for me.
And 28
Okay.
for the Chiefs.
Okay.
So I'm 31-28. You're 31-24.
Right.
It's exciting.
It's exciting.
It's exciting.
Very exciting.
Let's bring up
Incredibly exciting.
all these.
Yeah, let's bring up the drinks.
Here. I remember that was the second one.
Don't forget about the Borg.
You gotta get
You got to get that Borg in there. There we go.
Borg in there.
They asked me a while ago to definitely make sure that I mix up the style of my cocktails.
Yeah.
So that they look different. I think I did a pretty good job today.
I
think they do. They certainly do. Like there is something about them looking very different from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Color-wise, a tad similar.
Color-wise, you're right. Yeah.
Container-wise, definitely fantastic. Did a great job there, Kush. Thank you so much for bringing in all these Super Bowl, Kansas City Chiefs, and Philly Eagles cocktails.
That's right.
We've got our bet set, so it's all on the record.
It's all on the record.
So we can check.
Oh, one more
Sunday.
bet for you.
Oh, what?
I will take whichever side you don't want. How long is the national anthem going to be? They are saying 2 minutes 5 seconds is the average.
Okay.
So it's the guy that sings Tennessee Whiskey, Chris Stapleton.
I was going to say it's
Chris
country
Stapleton.
Singer, I know that.
Yeah, so it's Chris Stapleton, and they're saying that when he sings this, it's usually about 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Over under 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Over.
Take it over too. Okay, I'll take under. I'll take under.
Yeah, he's a country singer, so he might do some little riffs on it and stuff and whatnot.
Perfect.
How excited are you for halftime show? Rihanna,
Riri.
I mean, still debate if it's Rihanna or Rihanna. We don't know.
We should call her Riri because I'm big fans.
Riri. Yeah. I'm super excited. That is honestly 90% the reason why I tune in for the show.
Sure.
Of course. But it should be an exciting game.
Yep.
You're going to be barbecuing or whatnot?
Making some hot dogs.
Making some hot
Always
dogs?
make hot dogs.
Yep. Meeting up with some friends. We're going to also grill up some stuff.
Fun.
And I'll be bringing some food. And of course, we're going to have a lot of these
I will let you know if the Borg. I'll let you know if the Borg is still around for Super Bowl. I will take a picture of it.
I've got to say, my favorite of the week for our Super Bowl show
the overall, Julep.
Is the overall.
Yeah, way to go, Tom.
Yep, it's going to be Tom Bullock.
He died broken alone, but he won a cocktail contest on this show, and that's lovely.
He's a winner in my heart tonight.
He's a winner in all of our hearts.
So everyone have a fun weekend. Have a fun Super Bowl Sunday.
Yep.
And we'll be back again in, next time.
Next time.
To see how we did with our bets. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like to follow more of our videos and our shorts, of course, like and subscribe all of our stuff on YouTube right here. And then hop on over to our TikTok and our Twitch and our Facebook and our Instagram and wherever else we're tuning out to the universe. All right. And Patreon. We have Patreon as well. Patreon.com/mixedcocktailhour. Thanks so much, everyone. We love you. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Be responsible. Here's to Kansas City and here's to Philly.
Go Birds.
Good luck. And until next time, I'm Tamee Harrison. This is Scott Cushman. Cheerio.
Bye, guys.